Welcome back everybody to another video. In this video we are going to review the Arcam PA240. It is a 2-channel Class G amplifier. Before I give you guys my take, I'm going to give you guys a quick spec rundown. Retail price $2,750. I bought mine at just under $2,000 open box because of the scratches. It's got 225 watts per channel into 8 ohms, 380 watts per channel into 4 ohms, 2 balanced XLR preamp inputs, RCA XLR switch input mode, 2 unbalanced RCA preamp outputs, a 12-volt trigger in and out, a USB Type A port for firmware updates, dimensions: width 17 1/16 of an inch by height 7 inches by depth 16 3/4, weighs 39.6 pounds. It's got 3 modes. The first mode is stereo, that can output 225 watts per channel. The second mode is dual mono, which can output 380 watts per channel, and the bridge mono mode, which can output 790 watts per that one channel. Now, you can get the specific details review online if you Google, but I'm giving you guys what I consider a good amp, a good product, and that is one that works properly every time that it is powered on, no glitches, doesn't overheat over a long period of time, and runs quiet. No buzzing noises on the unit itself, nor interference in the speaker channels, and little to no distortion at high reference volume. I am happy to report that the Arcam PA240 delivers all that I have just mentioned. As a matter of fact, I've not heard any buzzing noises. It runs so quiet, you can't even hear it. I don't even hear the fan. Well, yeah, I don't hear a fan. I don't know if there's a fan in there or not, but I don't hear nothing, and there's no buzzing noises. And on top of that, there's no distortion in the speakers. So I'm very happy with this product. And on top of that, we don't really actually realize how much we use the front 2 channels, especially when we're listening to music, YouTube, or on a PC. Your surround sound is going to switch to 2 channels every time when you're doing those things. And to keep this simple, I'm going to give you guys what I run these 225 watts, how much the other wattage are. So for the front 2, left channel, right channel, of course with the PA240, which is at 225 watts each channel. My center channel, I'm running 130 watts for the center channel. My rear floor channels are both at 100 watts, and my front Atmos height channels is at 100 watts. Giving you that my configuration is 5.2.2 for this setup. Now, when I'm watching movies and gaming, it sounds, of course, phenomenal. Previously, I had, for the front, left, right, I had 140 watts, but when I switched to 225 watts and recalibrated it, the transaction was smooth. It runs just as smooth as previously with 140 watts, but now 225 watts each instead of 140 watts each. So it's, with the whole setup, it still runs smoothly. And of course, it sounds even better now because there's more juice and power reserve with these 225 watts per channel. And I'm very, very happy with my purchase. And previously, with the 140 watts, I was already happy with that 140 watts already. But now that 140 watts, I'm running it in the basement for a 2-channel off my other Rotel, and it's shines more by itself for 2-channel. So my previous 140 watts, which is the Marantz MM7025, a good amp, but what I'm saying is by itself, just running 2 channels only, it shines more. Now, with this PA240, obviously it's gonna shine more by itself with 2 channels, but I run this as 5.2.2 surround sound. So when I'm watching a movie or gaming, it shines even not running 2 channels. So what I'm saying is that it's gonna shine no matter what. That's what I'm saying. As opposed to previously, when I had the previous 2 channel, it did not it did the job good, but it blended so well in it that that I didn't really even notice the power of the 140 watts. Versus now, with the 225 watts, it still blended good, but you will notice the impact of that powerhouse. That's what I meant to say. So in the future videos, I'm gonna make the power wattage differences, if it makes any difference from the power wattage that you have in your amplifier or your AVR. So that's on a side note. So in conclusion, yes, the PA240 by Arcam is a flawless beast, and the power is hard to match, especially at 225 watts per channel, 2 channels driven, 8 ohms. And as of right now, I'm not going to be running this as a center channel, simply because 100 to 140 watts for a center channel is plenty of power. It's powerful enough. It's plenty of juice for a center channel. Let alone this PA240 is capable of producing 790 watts per 1 channel. That's beast mode. So, but obviously, if I decide to run this as a center channel, and if I do, it will be only at 225 watts. But as of right now, that center channel that I have that is at 130 watts is plenty of juice. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Like, subscribe, comment below what your thoughts are. Do you have this amp? Do you thinking about getting this amp? What are your thoughts? Keep it friendly. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hooded Dragons out.